Hello and welcome back to Shimrath Plays Caves of Qud. We are about to descend into the earth for the first time. Oyuun, the axe-wielding marauder. I think before we go down, we probably should creep around and just see what sorts of creatures lurk in the area. That way we know we can come back up into a safe zone here. Also, we have itchy skin currently, and we are awaiting the outcome of that whole affair. A lot of glow pads. I think we won't be rude and walk over them. Oh! Gotta be careful not to get by these thorny plants. I'm also not going to kill... Oh, there's some fighting up there. I'm not going to get near these thorny plants because... I'm not going to destroy these thorny plants because there's a chance it might turn the glow pads against us. And we don't want that. We want to kind of head into this lair respectfully and try to, at least, respect the glow pads and the fish and get to speak to their legendary leader. It looks like the the dragonflies are having a little bit of an issue, but we'll just leave them to their little fight. So I can't go that way without walking into that plant. Go see what's in the middle. Same here. I think that's pretty much everything. Alright, no treasure chests laying around. No enemies that are going to sneak up behind us. Looks like I'm not going to be able to go down without one of these creatures in the way. Okay, let's look at them. This is a glow pad, a disc of leaf with luminous veins. They are neutral to us. These are hostile. The prickler, a bulbous snag of a plant, unshy about sharing their spines. I don't know how to find out more, like what faction they might be in. I guess we could look at our character sheet and then slide over to the faction area. Well, oh well. Not very productive. I think I may, with 20 hit points, maybe we'll just risk it. Alright, it missed me. I'm going down. And we are downstairs. Hopefully there's not another one down here. Okay, now, remember, they're still neutral to us. Oh, there he is. Guchardawart. Okay, so he's hated by the children of Mammon for repeatedly beating them at dice. He's hated by antelopes for releasing snakes into one of their camps, which you gotta admit is kind of funny. He's hated by the Isakari tribe for insulting their devils. So if I share water with him, he is going to cause me grief with antelopes and the Isakari. I already ambushed a bunch of Isakari. I'm not really too worried about that. Antelopes, who knows, it might end up being a bigger deal. I hear something and it looks like it floats over there. I know we can't look at it, but I recognize its shape. So let's go ahead and chat. The plant gives no indication of understanding. All right, I'm sharing water. Well, let's trade first. Nothing to trade. Okay, nothing to trade. I wonder if there's anything he can even teach me. I'm going to share water. Begin the water ritual. Reputation with flowers increases to 100. Everything else decreases by a bit. So, looks like I was already, except for antelopes, I was already negative with those tribes anyway. Alright, I could, okay, would you teach me swimming for 100 reputation? So this is an easy way to just get swimming for free. I don't really want to hear a secret, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's do it. Your reputation with flowers decreases by 100 down to 0. Boom. I now have the swimming skill. Live and drink water, Sib. Live and drink. Alright. And then let's see what might... prickly pears everywhere. I kind of feel like we're not going to get far. I am going to look at this, though. Oh, no. What about this thing right next to me? Wrought iron fence, glow pad. Yeah. Blocked by the shrine to Dariuhim III, the terror of Dushore. How come I can't examine it? There is a giant amoeba here. It can't get to me though. Well, there is a, let's see. Oh my gosh. I don't know why all this stuff is on the ground here, but there's a lot of stuff. I think I'm just going to take all of this and take it back with me to the town. Let's go ahead and tab. That could potentially be a lot of stuff here. Could be quite heavy. Well, there might be more good stuff in this dungeon, but I would have to fight these creatures. I don't want to attack one of them and then have this guy be mad on the way out, because he's only average. I could destroy him too, but it's not a good idea to break the oath after you've shared water with someone. So let us go up, and I'm going to force attack this thing. First of all, let's look. Okay, the glow pads are still neutral. If I was to force my attack on... Oops. Did I do something wrong? Is it shift? Control, I think. There we go. Oh, no. Yep, it definitely makes the glow pad hostile, and I don't want that. So, darn it. That was the worst possible outcome of the itchy skin. I have contracted wax flab on my right hand. So this is a big drag. The reason I say it's a big drag is because I now have wax flab on my right hand. My right hand is my primary hand, but I can always set my left hand to be my primary hand. And then switch weapons. Where are my melee weapons? Boy, this is a drag. This is not great. Steel battle axe we're going to equip. We'll do it manually in our primary hand. And then we'll go back here, back here to look at this. Okay, let's look at it. A wax-weeping fungus has encased the appendage in a lucent cast. Body heat melts the innermost layer, and a thick, waxy milk sloshes against its hardened prison. I now have a good reputation with fungi, bad reputation with plants. That would have ruined everything I just did if that had happened previously. Now, it is considered a cudgel, my hand, now, and it does a little bit of, it does, I think I read earlier, it does 2d3 damage, which is the highest unarmed attack you can get. But it prevents me from holding a shield or a secondary weapon in that hand. So now I just have basically a hand that has turned to this, waxy thing. I have +10 electrical resistance, but -5 heat resistance. So that is that. And there's nothing we can do about it. There are some cures for fungal infections, but they're pretty complicated to do. So I'm going to just mosey on over here and kind of look through the inventory of what I got. I believe I can wear these boar skin gloves. Oh, no I can't because of the wax flab. Can't put gloves on my hands. Alright, can't do that. Studded leather armor, 3 and 2. Let's compare that to what I already have on. My furs were 2, -1. So that is definitely more armor. A little less ability to dodge out of the way. Here's an artifact that we can examine. A shade oil injector. Let's look at it and see what it does. A slender metal tube used to deliver various tonics directly into the bloodstream. Duration 41 to 50 rounds +8 dodge value. There's a 25% chance per round that you phase out of the spatial dimension for 1 to 3 rounds. This item is a tonic. Applying one tonic while under the effects of another may produce undesired results. So yeah, kind of like old school D&D potions. If you drink too many of them, you got to roll on the potion miscibility table and potentially suffer some ill effects. We got some books, which is fine, I guess. We got some clothing like moccasins. We got the rifles and I think everything we had before. None of the weapons we found. There was some scrap there and a buckler. We can put the buckler on, give us a little more armor value there, and we'll call it good. All right, so not a great way for that fungus to finally manifest, but like I said, we have no control over it, and so we should just continue on our journey. Our journey was to the northeast to try to find our quest location, but it appears we've discovered a traveling band of people. These folks are... Oh no, that's me. Oyuun is friendly. What about these folks? They're neutral, so I can at least go and talk to them. I definitely don't want to get in a fight with them. But let's go see what they're all about. I think that pink one was the legendary. Oh, I'm actually picking stuff off the ground. Hopefully they don't mind as I pick up some of this stuff. Let me chat with this individual. Well, actually, let's look at him one more time. Mathispa Lazashiu, the chrome-totted. This hunchback is garbed in filthy robes the color of slate. Strands of matted chin hair splay against her chapped lips as she examines a broken trinket. Loved by the mechanimists, disliked by trolls, hated by the villagers of Kinna, and hated by the Bearfolk for digging up the remains of their ancestors. I know the Bearfolk, those are the Bearfolk that I will definitely have to deal with at some point, so we don't really want to get a bad reputation with them, because that could really mess things up. So we're not going to share water, but we will trade. In fact, we could probably get rid of a lot of this stuff I can't wear, but we need to see if there's anything they can give us. That steel buckler is pretty good, if we have enough. Just thinking, right now we don't have the ability to use any of this kind of stuff, but we might hold on to it. Go ahead and throw the trash into the deal. Get rid of all these melee weapons, except for the axe, just in case. I don't think I can eat these because of a thing, but I'm not going to get rid of them because maybe they have something to do Maybe they can help in some manner with the infection on my hand. Nobody wants to buy that. I'm not going to wear moccasins or a witchwood wreath. These books. I think I might just hold on to the books because I know of a place later in the game where you can get XP for turning books in. So, foreskin gloves and all this armor that I'm not going to wear. I'm up to about 20 drams of things to sell. I could buy the buckler, but that's 142. I definitely don't have that much. The music's really ramping up here, huh? I guess I'll just unload all this stuff and take the water. Alright, there we go. And then any of these other folks, this is a rummager. I have a feeling they're not going to have the good stuff, just weird artifacts. And then there is this crazy person running off to the west. I don't think I'm going to chase them down. Alright, well, that was a handy encounter. Let us continue to the west and to the north, east and north, sorry. Oh, look at this. Is this asphalt? Yeah, pools of asphalt. And over here you can see, oops, I just stepped in it and now I'm tarred. This is a corpse, tar-encrusted bones. So something that died here long ago. Alright, getting to be nighttime, so hopefully we're going to get out of the desert and into... nope. How about if we go north? Same thing. Let's look at the overland map real quick. If we continue to go, we'll hit the Salt Marsh if we continue to go up in diagonal. So, we are going to very carefully make our way up here, hoping we don't run into any... See that wax? That wax just leaked out of my hand, which is gross. But, I mean, everything that can happen to you as a result of itchy skin from a giant mushroom is pretty much gross. There goes another blob of wax. Alright, looks like there aren't too many creatures around, so that's good. Just gonna go up one, over one. There we go. Okay. Don't feel as bad about cruising through the swampy lands as I do. I can swim now, which means I don't incur as big a movement penalty for going through deep water. So that's cool. The glow pad taught me something good. Speaking of glow pads, hello. Go over here, go ahead and go up. You want to explore as many zones as you can, because every time you enter a zone there is a chance that it is a special location. So I'm just going to kind of do a little zigzag pattern, and if it is special, I saw a monster over here. Albino ape. The albino ape apparently does not like the oddly hued. This glow pad seems to be running a small shop. Oh no! He's about to be killed. There's somebody else here too. Salt encrusted worshipper of Uborukuru. This nude brown-skinned figure alternates between kneeling low before the shrine of Uborukuru and skulking around it observantly. His body is black with the dirt of the earth, but his face is uncharacteristically clean, and you noticed every so often he uncorks a water skin that hangs around his neck, moistens his hands, and scrubs the grime from his cheeks and brow. Uborukuru's worshippers deem this rite a more meaningful use of their precious fresh water than even the quenching of thirst, and in presenting unsullied faces to the idol of their ape god, they hope to propitiate him and garner his favor and protection. Propitiate, I mean, I guess that's satisfy, but I don't know. I would have to look that up in the dictionary. Appease. Right, it is injured. Is there any way I can get over here and chat with it while it's... Psst, hey, can I interest you in some consortium wares? Let's trade. Before you get killed, let's trade. I have 45. I don't have anything worth a whole bunch of money. Let's see, what do we got? Oh man, a folded carbide battle axe, 271. It's just too bad that when this thing gets killed, all this stuff is not going to be laying there, because I would love to take all of it. I would love to have this. And I'd love to have a lot of this stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to wait till they... well, there we go. I've locked an achievement apparently by finding this glow bad guy. Unfortunately, it's going to be dead here in a second, unless it has the ability to kill these creatures. I'm going to wait and see what happens. Oh, he's running. Hey, wait a minute. Let's look at... He's very tough, and he's impossible, so I think there's a chance this thing's going to kill the ape, and then I will be able to do business with him in the future. I thought for sure ape could destroy a glow pad, but it's not your typical glow pad. Alright, there you go. So let's look at him again. He's hated by dogs for casting doubt on their beliefs. Loved by the consortium of Phyta, disliked by trolls for tricking them into sharing their fresh water, and admired by the children of Mammon. So, it is perhaps beneficial to share water with him. So we will start the water ritual. Our reputation with dogs went down, but it's still at 200 because dogs are generally super... I think they're the most friendly to the player when you start the game. Alright, well, that didn't go too bad. Oh man, my reputation with him is not high enough to gift me that weird artifact. That would be cool. Salty glow, oddly hued glow bag can award an additional 100 reputation. So I think if I share more water, I might be able to do this. I could get snake oiler, which I'm not that interested in. And all right, so live and drink, and then let's do it again. Did I get any more reputation? I didn't. So, no way. My reputation with the consortium of Phyta would have to increase by another 75, 85 points, 77 points. And that ain't gonna happen, so I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's cruise around. Oh, there's apes over here. They don't want to hang out, apparently, though. They like to beat up glow pads, apparently. Alright, well, none of my business. I'm just curious if they got any treasure and stuff. Okay, I think I'm going to auto-explore this zone since there's stuff around. And just maybe see... Oh, I think I just got infected by some kind of gas here. Go back to exploring. Oh! Guess what? Time to fight. It's fight time. Let's see. Let's dismember this thing that doesn't have any arms and legs. Let's see. You hit it, you chop off a pseudopod. That makes sense. It begins oozing. Oh, there's slime everywhere. Okay, we'll go ahead and release our adrenaline. And Continue to fight. It is dead. Alright. Here's a crocodile. Why don't we go 1, 2, 3. I think we can charge it now. Oh, I can't see it. I still don't think I can see it. No, there's too much stuff in the way. All right, croc meat. Uh-oh. The bloody croc cleaved through my armor. All right, 13. Okay, let's go ahead and, oops. Let's go ahead and just wait it out here. There's a lot going on in this map. Let's continue to search it. See what we discover. Okay, now we have a merchant that we can come back to when we need. Grab a couple more zones here. I discover Uwar. The ruins of Uwar. And I think that's a good place to stop. That was fairly productive. I found a bunch of stuff. I learned how to swim from a glow pad, but my hand turned into a giant clump of wax, which is not great. So I'm using a buckler now instead of a shield that I might purchase at some point. Let us go into our inventory and just eat this Isakari Raider's left hand because I'm hungry. Alright, sated and quenched. And also examine these artifacts. This one is a gaslight flysa with a small trinket. I have no idea what that is, but I have a feeling it's good. Let's look at it. This wood-gripped hilt emits a long, narrow beam of pale green light. Holy crap, this is a lightsaber. Oh my gosh, 9 penetration and a D8? Whose intensity is such that it may cut away steel. Darn, I'm an axe wielder, not a Jedi. That's a really good find, I think, though. Darn it. Oops. Well, I just equipped it. It may not be what I want to do in the end, but maybe a good enough weapon that it's better. Let's look at these small trinkets. Examine. You make some progress understanding the chem cell. All right, so a couple of batteries that are full. That's good. A small stone we will examine as a grit gate recoiler. So now we can get to the grit gate if we put a cell in it. Recoiler is like a teleporting machine, and this one is probably another teleporter for a different place. You make some progress in understanding the small circular stone. So that's complicated enough that I didn't figure it out. Do it again. This is a Jopa recoiler. Press space. Okay. Alright, so I didn't realize I had all those, but now we know what they do. Anything else we need to look at? I feel like we found some pretty nice stuff. Oh, here's a pelt of an albino ape. Hope the other apes don't get mad that I'm carrying that around. Let's look real quick at our equipment and just think about this. This thing requires a chem cell, penetration 9, and a D8 damage compared to the steel battle axe, which is penetration 7, 1d3 plus 1. Okay, so I obviously won't be dismembering anyone with a lightsaber because it's not an axe, so it kind of goes against, the weapon kind of goes against the current build of using dismember, but it's a damn good weapon, so I might just use it for a while. Imagine this big brutish wolf human ogre carrying a lightsaber. It's just kind of a funny idea. Anyway, in the next episode, we will explore this ruin and see what we might find, what we might chop in half with our new gas lightsaber. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.